Welcome to Personal Web Tutor. Today, got this question. It says, you decided to take a hiking trip to the mountains for a couple days. On day 1, your displacement was 2,000 meters east, 3,000 meters north, and 200 meters up in elevation. On day 2, your displacement was 1,500 meters west, 2,000 meters north, and 300 meters down in elevation. What is the magnitude of your displacement for the 2 days? So the first thing we want to do is we've got 2 vectors. The first vector is on day 1. We've got 2,000 meters, that's east, so that's to the right. 3,000 meters north, so that's up. And 200 meters up in elevation. And then in day 2, we've got 1,500 meters west, so that's minus 1,500 because it's in the opposite direction. 2,000 meters north, so that's up. And 300 meters down, so that's the opposite direction. So to get the end point, we're going to add these vectors. We can just add straight across, and we get the magnitude, or the point of the vector is at is at 500 meters positive, so that's to the east, 5,000 meters north, and then we're actually going to end up 100 meters down. Now the best way to view this is to try to get a good 3-dimensional picture here. So here's my y-axis, my x-axis, and then of course you need that great z-axis. And so if we plot this point, say here's about 500, and here's about 5,000. And we want to go down about 100. So we got 500, 100, and 5,000. And we want to find the displacement from the origin here all the way to this point, which is actually 100 meters beneath the origin. Here is the origin. So I'm going to exaggerate this a little bit just so we can kind of see what we're talking about. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some different colors, and what you begin to see here is you begin to see a cube, like a rectangle. And then in the background here, so you've got this rectangle. It's 5,000 meters long, and its length and width are 500 and 100. So I'm going to redraw this. Remember, we want the point, we want to go from one corner, which is the origin here, and we want to go to the other side to the bottom corner. So let's take a look at this even better. Let's look at a cube. And I'm not the best at drawing cubes, but let's give it a go. I know it has two squares, and we can do different colors for the connecting points. Alright, so say this is the origin, and if this is the origin, we want to find our way down to this point right here, which would be this color, big yellow. But in order to get that point, we've got to, in order to get that distance, we've got to get this distance, which is the bottom, and this distance, because then we got a right triangle here. Now, this distance here is the same as the distance up here. And we have these values. We've got this is 5,000, this is 500, and now we can solve for this. So, of course, we do 5,000 squared plus 500 squared, and the square root of that is going to be equal to, and we'll just call this C. That's going to be equal to C, and that is equal to 5,025 meters. So now that we've got this is 5,025 meters, it's the same as this, and we've got this height difference, that is 100. So this yellow line that I have going from the origin to the point, that's the hypotenuse, because the right triangle's here. So doing the math, I got 5,025 squared plus 100 squared. Take the square root of that, and that is going to be equal to, we'll call it D for displacement. It's going to be equal to D, and D is equal to 5,026 meters. So, if you have any questions about this problem or another problem that is on your mind, feel free to make your way over to personalwebtutor.com. Here's the website. As you can see, there is an Ask a Question link, and you can click on it, and it brings you to this page where you can ask a question. If you have a copy of your question, you can attach the file down here. And you never know, your question may be my next video. Thank you.